How is it going, everybody? Chaos Gamer here, and yes, we are back with some more My Hero Academia Ultra Impact. And in today's video, we are going over the Sir Nighteye Cilmax Battle Guide. I made this guide. I know we had the Cilmax battle for 3 times now, but I always like to update you guys on what the characters are doing, specifically the enemies, and also what characters to use during these fights. Because, you know, every time that we get a Cilmax battle, before they introduce the Cilmax battle, we always get a new character that is specifically meant to fight that Cilmax battle. So with that being said, let's not waste any more time. Let's blow this shit right the hell up. And ladies and gentlemen, let us get started with today's video. And you can let me know down below if you have any feedback on like these guides, like what things should I add more into these guides. You want to see like clips from the battles that I do in the Cilmax battles in the future, or do you just want to see a type of character specifically for the Cilmax battle that you want me to take on? Which I'm going to be doing some of them, especially this one part that I want to show you guys, but I yapped on long enough. So for phase 1 of this Cilmax battle, you just have to focus on Nighteye and get him into the second phase, meaning that little like mark thing that you guys see on like each health bar, those are the phases. I just want to make sure for new players that are coming in, or players, you know, that don't really understand how this works, because I know there are even some people that don't even know like what chains are still, like how do you chain and get your plus ultra gauge build on all that stuff, or effects that happen when skill chains are successful. So I'm dumbing it down for the easiest of easiest. So I put a picture of Sir Nighteye so you know who you're targeting. For the second phase, we have to attack the Attention Lover All Might down to the yellow HP bar, and then we have to focus on Sir Nighteye once again, because if you don't know, All Might has the ability to cover or aggro. I don't know which one it is. I think sometimes it flip-flops. So he has the ability to make sure that he's the only one that is getting the attacks rather than Sir Nighteye, but that can be counterplayed if you have a character that has AoE. So that means that both characters are going to be getting hit rather than just the All Might. But again, once All Might is on that yellow HP, you are able to focus all your attention on Sir Nighteye once again. Now for the third phase, this is where things get tricky. Now, instead of All Might being the one that's taking all the hits, it's Sir Nighteye that wants to take all the hits and make sure that he's helping All Might build his plus ultra, because when All Might builds that plus ultra and he is able to hit you with it, you are done. You cannot do anything at all. Say goodbye to your hopes, your dreams, your salary, your 401k, your retirement home. You're done. That's it. You're going to the afterlife and you're meeting up with the man who's in charge of this Cilmax battle, Sir Nighteye. He's going to be watching you come up into the heavens. But let me read what I actually said here. So now it's Nighteye that wants to get all the attention. You got to make sure he has at least, in my estimate, 230,000 or 220,000. That is not the case. I have to correct that. It's, I think, 300,000. You're fine, and then you could attack the All Might to then start attacking All Might before he activates his one-shot plus ultra. And once you become the #1 hero and stop him, then you could finish off Sir Nighteye once again. So, like, once you get All Might to red, he's going to be sealed. He can't do anything. And then you just move on to the 4th phase from there. Which, the last phase is, I gotta say, it's the most trickiest phase out of any Cilmax battle, even though on paper it sounds simplistic. Basically, you have to get All Might to low HP to stun him, or you can do the same thing to Sir Nighteye, but I recommend you do All Might first, because again, I'm going to get into that. And then either finish the both of them at the same time, or just get rid of Nighteye then All Might. I haven't seen this in play yet, where you just get rid of Sir Nighteye and then All Might. Mind you, today I beat it for the first time. I mean, one is because I haven't played My Hero in a minute, for those of you guys that don't know. And 2 is that I don't think I really understood the first time that I was playing it, how to actually beat it and what type of characters I was supposed to be bringing to it. Sadly, you know, I had the new character Bakugo, but Bakugo is not just enough to beat this fight. You need multiple good characters for this fight. It's not like the old days where all for one, all you needed is Shoto, the fantasy one, and then you could just cook for free, basically. So there is a tier list. Shout out to the homie Rubble. He is from the League of Simps. If you see it on the Ultra Impact like Club Festival, something like that, give a shout out to them. He made this tier list. I wish I thought of this first. What I would normally do is I would just put characters on the My Hero website, and then I let you guys read the kit and all that. You can definitely reference it from the other previous Cilmax battles that I've done. But I think like this is a more concrete way of showing it, because you get to see which characters are the best for the fight versus characters that might not be so good for the fight. So on S tier we have Celebrity Bakugo, definitely. He was the first one to come out that was made for this fight. Then we have Kaminari, Momo, and then we have Meteor, which Meteor's effect is that he's able to bring all the attacks towards him. That's why, if anything, he's perfect for like the 3rd and 4th phase. You want to put him in the back, so then all those attacks, especially Sir Nighteye plus Ultra, is only hitting him, is not hitting anybody else. Then for the A tier, we have Gentle Criminal, who I used in my video, as you guys can see. He's definitely a good character. He's kind of doing the same thing that Meteor is doing. We have Shoto. I haven't tried him. I definitely want to try him for a video. Let me know if you guys are down for that. The first year Shoto cooking in new content that came out 2 years after his release. That would be funny. We have Fantasy Bakugo. He's able to do a lot of damage for that All Might phase. I've definitely tried it myself in July 5th when I was showcasing when it first came out, but I was getting absolutely cooked because I didn't have the Kaminari built up yet. I explained this in my previous video, but I want to make sure that you guys understand. Fantasy Uraraka, I don't have her. Summer Festival Shoto, I don't have him. We have the Compress, which I use. Sometimes Compress could get me cooked, but other times he is clutch because he is able to hide your character and also give you damage reduction as well. We have President Mike, who is able to give you damage reduction as well. He can confuse the enemy in the first phase. I do want to try him out. I have him. We have Fantasy Jito, I think it is. Yeah, Fantasy Jito. I don't have her. And sadly, we have the Bakugo that came out recently, like a month ago, I think it is now that he came out, or 2 months ago. Sadly, I was not able to pull him. I wish I did. I would have loved to showcase him in this fight. And that is pretty much it for the important characters. We have these other two, other B and C tier characters, but I think the one that, like, I'm surprised is at B tier is the Celebration Midoriya. I see a lot of people running him in the back or in the front, and he just pops off for them because of the heals that he's able to do. All the crazy stuff he's able to do. I think he's still a great healer to this day. And another character is the Ashido, because like I said when I was practicing on my runs earlier before I was making the video, Ashido was kind of popping off for me, but Ashido's not maxed out, so I can't really bring her right now. Once she is maxed out, though, I will try to bring her into Climax Battle before it is done. A lot of characters are going to be getting their showcases before this Climax Battle is done. Don't you worry, guys. Don't you worry about it. So, is there anything else I want to reference in this video? No, there is not. So with that, that's where we're ending today's video. I hope you guys enjoy. Be sure to like and comment if you want to. You don't have to, but it's always greatly appreciated. Also, subscribe. Again, if you want to give me any feedback or characters that you want to add for this run of the Sir Nighteye Climax Battle, please let me know down below. I will definitely take that advice to the, not to the grave, but to the heart. And with that, I'll see y'all next time. Peace.